Hello and welcome back everybody for a recap video of Halloween Horror Nights 2024. Today I'd like to just briefly discuss my favorite and least favorite parts about this year's event. According to Universal, the scare zone of the year was the Demon Queen's Scare Zone, but I personally think that this was not the fan favorite. I have nothing against the scare zone, but I do think that the fan favorite this year was definitely the Torture Fair. This was my personal favorite and it tends to be one of the biggest scare zones every single year. I've never actually been to a Renaissance fair, let alone a torture fair, but I would like to go to one day. I like medieval stuff, I love high fantasy, I love all that stuff, and adding a torture element for Halloween is just perfect, chef's kiss. The scares were clever, the costumes were great. I really felt like the scare actors got fully immersed into the theming, which hasn't always been the case in the past, but this scare zone really brought everything together. Whereas the Demon Queen Scare Zone had cool props and costumes, but the theming seemed to be lacking. The scare zone really felt like a place that you could hang out at for hours, and that's what a scare zone's all about. A good scare zone should be a place that you can hang out while you're waiting for wait times to go down, maybe you're getting some food or drinks, just a place where you can take in the ambiance and relax. That's why the Torture Fair is the #1 scare zone for 2024. Saying a scare zone is the worst is a little bit harsh in my book, because just look at this fantastic scare actor. He's doing a great job, but this scare zone was not my favorite. Blumhouse has produced some fantastic horror movies, but honestly this scare zone felt more like a glorified photo op. It was nice that the scare actors were not all up in your face, but it was just a photo op with cool characters. Wait times do play a big part in choosing my favorite house for the year, so that's why I chose my favorite, and we'll talk about the fan favorite at the end of this video. One of my favorite houses this year, besides the fan favorite house, is Goblin's Feast. I think this outside facade speaks for the house itself. The inside sets are just as impressive, the costumes are fun, they're a little cheesy, but they're still a lot of fun. This house also tended to have a lower wait time, which is also why I liked it. You could actually see one of the goblin costumes right here at the HHN bar. Such a cool costume. Now my least favorite house was not horrible, but it was just my least favorite, and that's for two different reasons. The biggest reason was a lack of scare actors. Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines is a good house, but there were a few times when I went through the house and it seemed like scare actors were missing. That, alongside the fact that there were many empty hallways and then sometimes not a scare actor on the other side of the hallway. This made the house feel very empty. By far the fan favorite house of Halloween Horror Nights 2024, from what I've heard around Orlando, has been Insidious. Some of the biggest movies that Blumhouse has produced has been Insidious. When I saw the first Insidious movie, I was in high school. It was the first movie I had considered scary at the time. Since then, more scary movies have been produced, but Insidious by far took the cake at the time. I feel as though many people feel the same way about Insidious, and that's why this house was so popular. That, combined with the fact that it might go down in Halloween Horror Nights history as one of the scariest Halloween Horror Nights houses. If you've been through the house, then you probably remember walking in between the curtains, and that was horrifying to say the least. Did you get to go to Halloween Horror Nights this year? And if you did, what was your favorite scare zone? What was your favorite house? Let me know in the comments. But thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you did enjoy the video and want to see more content from my channel, please hit the like button down below. That way this video can grow and reach a larger audience, which will help my channel grow and I can make more videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day. Peace.